great city of Burlington and the home of the former Ethan Allen Engine Company No. 4. It's a great day. It's good to be here with friends from my name is Bradley Reed. I'm the president of Vermont. Our members are the firefighters, EMTs, and paramedics who work for 12 of the paid professional fire and EMS departments in Vermont. We belong to the International Association of Firefighters and join to be here and stand with a friend who has stood with us. And it's my distinct honor to announce that the Professional Firefighters of Vermont endorse Matt Dunne for governor. Matt, thank you for all your support.
Thank you. You know, when we started this campaign, we talked clearly about making sure we had an economy that worked for all Vermonters. One that made sure that people who were working hard every day had the support of their state to make sure that they could be successful in their jobs and to make sure that they could support their families. And when we started that 9 months ago, we did not know where this campaign would take us. And I can't tell you how proud I am to be here today with brothers and sisters in the labor organizations in the state who represent working people. This has not been a simple process or one that happened automatically. I want to tell you that each of these groups worked through a process of connecting with the different candidates, grilling me pretty hard, which is good, to talk about what are the issues that you're going to bring forward, what's your history, and what is the vision for the future of Vermont. And so to have the support of organizations like the VSEA, like the Teamsters, like the Afl-Cio, and like the Firefighters, it means that they are sharing in this vision of a Vermont that can be prosperous and successful, but one that is built on the middle class, and that making the people who are working for us every day, whether it's driving our trucks, working in our communities, or putting their lives on the line to make sure that we have safety throughout Vermont. That kind of support is the best that you can find. And I am honored to be standing here with all of you who work incredibly hard to make sure that we have a state that's going to support you in the work that you do. So with that, I'm happy to take any questions, but very, very honored to be here today, and I want to thank you so much for your support. Thank you.
Just to clarify, Brad, the endorsement is based mostly on the legislation that was specifically aimed at protecting your members?
Yeah, I mean, Matt's been there with us throughout history on different pieces of legislation that was passed on to protect the firefighters. So we're standing with that. Recognition of them standing with us in the past.
And beyond, so the retardants, the foam, and there were a series of them.
Yeah, over the years there's been several pieces of legislation that have passed: cancer presumption, heart and lung presumption, and DECA that you mentioned, fire retardants that we talked about, and limiting those as well.
Stuart, I want to just for some historical context, some of you actually remember this. I was first in the legislature. I was elected in 1992, and the first thing that I was able to actually do for my community was to work with firefighters in Heartland and in the Upper Valley to get an emergency access onto the interstate. It was something they'd been trying to do for 15 years, and they just hadn't been able to get through the red tape. I just kept on getting whatever forms they sent me that we had to get in, and to AOT, and we got it back, and we got that done. And in many ways, that started a relationship that continued throughout my work in the legislature, which was understanding that what someone in elected office can do is make sure that we are looking out for the needs of folks who are working on behalf of our communities. And that was a small, very local example, but that ended up saving lives, and it led to the collaboration and work on a wide variety of pieces of legislation, and understanding the basic issues of labor, understanding why finding arbitration legislation is important, so that individuals who are working hard on behalf of their communities don't have to sacrifice doing what they know is necessary in order to get what they deserve at the bargaining table. And so these are the kinds of things we've worked on for a long time, and it's great to talk about and review them and then look to the future on what they can be moving forward.
Is that I-91?
I-91.